Welcome back, Average Joe Josie Collective. We're not your typical gamers. We're the gamers Borg, and resistance is, well, pretty much futile. Hope your week was epic. I'm your host, Johan van Wyk, and today we're cruising back into the developer's universe. Our mission? To explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no developer has gone before. So, gear up for the next level exploration. If our journey aligns with your gamer spirit, drop a like, hit the subscribe button and join the collective, and don't miss out on the next adventure. Let's kick off the discovery. In our previous video, we learned how to add enemies to your game. That's great, but they were kind of useless. I mean, they were going around like the slime they are, but they weren't lethal at all. Our player was able to pass right through them. If you missed that video, please go and check it out. In today's video, we're going to make them a little bit more dangerous, but we're also going to make the player the killer of enemies. So load your double gauge shotgun and let's get going. Step 1. Kill the player. When the player collides with an enemy, the player should die. An easy way to kill the player is to delete the player object if it collides with an enemy. To delete the player object if it collides, we do the following. We create a new event. Add a collision condition that checks if the player object is colliding with a slime object. Add the is on floor condition to the player object. This ensures that the player only dies if they are on the platform, not jumping. If you preview the game, running into the enemy will then kill you. Step 2. Kill the enemy. If a player jumps on an enemy, the enemy should die. Similar to the previous step, death in this case means deleting the slime object. To delete the slime object when a player jumps on it, create a new event. Add a collision condition that checks if the player object is colliding with a slime object. Add the is falling condition to the player object. This ensures that the enemy only dies if the player is jumping, in other words, not on the platform. Add the delete an object action to the event that deletes the slime object. If you now preview the game, you can jump on the enemy to kill them. Step 3. Bounce on the enemy's head. In a lot of platforming games, when the player jumps on an enemy, the player bounces on the enemy's head. This makes the killing an enemy feel a little bit more fluid. To make the player bounce on an enemy's head, we do the following. We add the allow again jumping action to the player object. Add the simulate jump key press action to the player object. If you preview the game, you'll bounce on the enemy's head while killing them. And that's how easy it is. You can always add extra animations like explosions and vanishing players. I'm sure that with the knowledge that you've gained so far, you'll be able to figure this out quite easily. So thanks for joining me on yet another amazing video. I really hope that this helped you on your journey to creating the ultimate platformer game you've always wanted to play. Until next time, it's time to kick ass and chew bubblegum. And I'm all out of gum.